Okay. So do you wanna do that first part, the beginning part again?
Oh. I don't know if I can do it again, bro. That took like everything out of me.
Okay, we'll just tell them the story
No,
about it.
nope.
You have to do it. You're gonna do it again.
A memory of you, or not a memory, but in honor of you. I just did this, but because we weren't recording.
That's my bad. I don't know how.
Hey,
that
don't sweat it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabe. Another Samson. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Better the second time.
Yeah, way better the second time, dude.
I see what you did there.
Is anyone...
Yeah, we're looking around like, hey, can you guys shut up out there?
Yeah, bro, people are pissed.
Hey, happy birthday, bro.
Thanks.
The big 2-6. It's the big one.
Big 25 and 1 cent. Quarter and 1 cent. Yeah.
It's the George Washington Abe combo, which is deadly.
George and Abe, Gabe. Yo,
Bro, that's actually wild. You put that together.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't quite there.
Yeah, no, it's the genius in me. No, to be honest, yeah, 26 is probably the most important birthday you can have.
It is. So tell me.
We just barely did this. I love it.
It's always better the second time. So tell me you did something amazing for the big 2-6.
Steaks.
Steaks. Are we talking medium? You're a medium rare kind of guy.
I'm a medium rare.
I already know you are.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I requested.
And I'm gonna guess that's what you didn't get.
That's not what I got.
What'd you get?
Well done.
I thought you would. Well done. And was that courtesy of a family member, maybe a father figure?
Yeah, not only a father figure, but a blood father.
Wow. Now that is steaks by a blood father. I don't know if you can even fabricate that. It just kind of happens.
No, it's big.
Okay, I'm guessing you did fabricate that because that's what you asked for.
I mean, I made it happen, yeah.
Okay.
So,
and were there sides involved in this dinner?
the sides involved steamed carrots and broccoli.
Dude, steamed carrots are that might be the best rendition of any food ever. Where
Thanks,
it can
bro.
go from something that's just not very good to something that is I could eat all day every day.
No, that's the thing is I'm like carrots are good. Baby carrots out of the fridge, decent.
Yeah.
But
with
steamed?
some ranch maybe.
Yeah.
And
but
then
steamed, buttered,
salt and pepper.
bro, it is so good. I really, really like steamed carrots. And then there was broccoli with it, which is good. But mainly I asked for steaks and fruit, which is weird combo. But I talked about that. Remember like a couple podcasts ago? I'm like, you got your steak, fruit, your beans.
Oh yeah.
You're like, where are you eating?
Yeah, you're throwing out like you picked like an aisle from every different spot in Walmart, and you're like, that's what I like to eat. And it's like,
yeah.
Dude, gotta be some consistency.
I think for a carb source, I also asked for crispy potatoes. You know, and like people like dice them up into little squares, and it's like really crispy on that side. I wanted that.
Okay.
That's a good carb source, potatoes, and so are fruit. Easily digestible. And not to mention the expensive orange juice.
Okay, and here's the thing. The story about this is when we woke up today, we, lollygagged for a bit, which is to be expected. And then we got to work. But before we get to work, we got to have our nutrients. So we go to the fridge, and Gabe pulls out this orange juice, which you can tell was organic. There's a couple ways you can tell that. First off, there's not a major label. This isn't going to be a Minute Maid or whoever else makes orange juice. And it's most likely not going to have a big label or a lot of like stickers. It's going to be like pretty clear and see-through, and then it's going to have like a little green leaf that says like organic or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like local or close to local. And so I'm looking at this, and it looks good, just like it looks like orange juice. And I see on top the price of $14.99.
Yeah, it's $15.
And I say, surely I read that price wrong. It's not even a gallon. It's not even a gallon. It's not. It's maybe a little less than a gallon, but it's not like a ton of orange juice. It's like a good amount. And I said, surely I read that price wrong. And Gabe's like, no, yeah, it's about like $10. And I was like, okay, at least it's $5 less than I thought. Still, $10 orange juice is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It usually goes for like what, $4 maybe, $3 or $4, like a gallon. And then as he's pouring, he's like, oh no, yeah, it's $15.
Yeah, bro.
$15 orange juice better change my life. So we had a little bit each. because again, you gotta drink it sparingly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it was worth $15, but it was definitely better than any orange juice I've had.
Yeah, no, $15 is pretty pricey, but like I like to tell people, it's oranged. It's oranges juiced.
The oranges were juiced.
Yeah. It's not like mass produced or even from concentrate 100% or whatever organic. It's literally local store that I got it from. Like oranges in the back, juiced fresh daily
They're just
into the bottle.
Absolute buff, bulky, thick dudes in the back with 2 oranges in one hand with a giant bucket under them, and they're just like squeezing oranges all day.
Yeah, dude. And what's nice is that it's got the sweet flavor to start, and it's got that bitter, like, reality of how oranges actually taste towards the end. You know, like how like the pulp and like the skin kind of has that like bitter taste.
It's great.
It's got that in the juice.
It's great.
It's just literally different. And
you said earlier that it's the best juice of any of the juices.
oh, 100%, dude. People want to argue about lemonade. People want to argue about apple juice. No, dude. Orange juice is the best juice. That's why it's so expensive when you go and like want to get apple juice or orange juice when like McDonald's breakfast or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $5 and it's like a little.
It is.
It's good.
McDonald's orange juice is really good for some reason. It shouldn't be as good as it is.
I think it's usually pretty standard belief that orange juice is above apple juice, but there's some people who think that lemonade is better.
Lemonade has its place, especially a good strawberry or raspberry lemonade at a restaurant.
But the thing is, it's assisted by sugar. You can't make lemonade straight up from lemons. It's called lemon juice, and it's gross.
And that is, yeah.
It's not.
You learn that the hard way at a young age, I feel like.
Yeah, but a straight up orange, juiced, it's different.
And I feel like that's something whenever you're around a baby and you're like making food and stuff, for some reason we're all just like, let's give him some lemon juice, just because we want to see him like really pucker and like start crying.
Yeah.
At least that's how it is in my family. There's like my niece there, as innocent as could possibly be, you know, a year old, and you say give her, like, they're gonna open their mouth. Babies are way too trusting. They're down to eat anything, and I respect that. But they have way too much trust for how devious a lot of us are.
That's the thing is, do you want to destroy their trust early on by doing jokes like that?
Again, and that's the risk you take. For a good laugh, I think it's kind of worth it.
As long as you record it and let them know later on, hey, this was really just for fun.
We wanted to laugh, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to laugh, and we saved it for you to show you later.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then I think it teaches them life skills that you can't trust everyone, not even your parents. So
let me ask you, have you had, so we had fruit as well at the barbecue with the steaks, and my mom makes this dip. You've had that, like when you get like a fruit platter, and it's got that white dip in the middle, and it's like, what is it like? It's like butter and whipped cream, sugar, or something like that. And it's like, it's
Cool Whip?
Oh no, it's cream cheese. No, I don't know what it is, but it's Cool Whip with cream.
Okay, my mom makes one with like, it's like yogurt. It's a yogurt dip.
Yeah, but it's kind of got that weird, like, it's like a little bit of like a spicy saltiness. I don't know. It's very, very interesting flavor.
Okay.
And yeah, you dip fruit in it. It's white.
Huh.
Super good.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you probably had it.
Maybe I have, but I'm just used to the one that my mom makes.
Maybe it's the same one,
because
mine's
like
very
a strawberry yogurt-ish.
Well, because it's very, very yogurty, the one I have.
Okay, maybe I'm sure it has very similar base ingredients.
Yeah. I like dipping some fruit in that crap.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful sight to see the fruit platter with like fresh pineapple. You got your strawberries. What else is usually on there? Oh, like fresh apple slices. It's a great sight, dude. Fruit's amazing.
Dude, should we talk about our favorite fruits? Because I've got a specific list.
Yeah.
Fruits,
you say orange.
Well, I think, I like the taste, but definitely not the convenience. Because I don't like having little orange fingernails.
No. Yeah, you just don't know what you're going to get. So give me you said you had a list.
Okay, so oranges, pineapples.
2 pineapple, always solid.
I don't like cutting up a pineapple.
Again, you have to work the hardest for what you end up getting.
Yeah.
Hardest task, probably one of the better rewards.
Yeah, dude, pineapple.
A rich pineapple?
I think some overrated fruits, strawberries.
Yeah, I'm not with you there.
You like strawberries?
Strawberries are fantastic. Again,
maybe
they kind of are hit or miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like most strawberries I get are like more sour than sweet. I like them sweet.
A ripe strawberry?
I just thought of a fruit that is actually underrated. Most people don't even really like, if I said I like this, they'd be like, oh, I don't remember the last time I had that.
You're gonna say blackberry.
How'd you know, bro?
I just get you. Not that much. Tap me up. Blackberries are good. They are tart though.
Hit or miss.
They hit you up quick.
That's the thing. Is like same thing with strawberry. Same thing with orange. It's like if you get a really ripe one that's mostly sweet and not sour, it's amazing, bro. I love blackberry.
Blackberries are good. You get some Cool Whip, some blackberries. Cool Whip makes everything better, especially fruit.
Have you ever had like the pink cottage cheese whipped cream salad? You ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, my grandma makes that. It's basically cottage cheese, whipped cream.
Okay, if your grandma makes it, how in the world would I have had it?
Well, I don't know. I just thought maybe it was like a more common thing than just my grandma.
It's not a common thing. If you were to say funeral potatoes, I could get on board with you. But you're like, hey, Alex, have you ever had like this super secret like family recipe that only my grandma makes? How am I supposed to be like, yeah, for sure?
Maybe I gotta go like get some for
I
you.
love that about you. I just haven't had it. But tell me about it.
But do you want some?
I want to hear about it.
Well, it's cottage cheese and whipped cream.
Okay.
Something that makes it pink, and then sometimes my grandma puts pineapples in it, little sliced pineapples, chunks. And dude, it's
so mystery pink,
amazing.
Pineapples, cottage cheese.
And what's nice is cottage cheese is like pretty healthy for you, like high in protein.
See, cottage cheese, the texture, the taste, it is.
But with the whip, no, I'm telling you, with the whipped cream and the fruit, dude, it's different. It's good. But, alas, no fruits. Yeah, all those fruits are good. The orange juice was amazing. But that's kind of like all we did was for my birthday was kind of chill with the family and eat food. I think my birthday present will be my parents fixing my truck.
Oh yeah, because currently we don't have air conditioning.
We don't have AC. We don't have windows down capabilities. And my radio, the fuse keeps blowing because it's too hot.
In the middle console, yeah.
It's one of those things that I definitely need to have someone look at.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours, man.
Yeah.
Life just likes to kick you when you're down.
And it's one of those things that I appreciate.
Oh yeah, it keeps us, again, lowly, keeps us humble.
Yeah.
Because helps you appreciate the little things in life.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, hey, if I'm going to have a tough time to learn and grow, might as well have it right now.
Yeah? Yeah, not later.
Later I'm going to have a real easy life. Yeah. Okay?
After this year, I should be coasting. Speaking about this year.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on with you.
Oh, you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Big news here on the pod.
So, not only do we have the podcast,
but he's growing his facial hair out.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm growing my facial hair out, as you can see.
That looks good, bro.
You can't really see, to be honest, but no, I've been growing it out for the last few weeks, and like, it's a little spotty at the bottom, so I like to shave in here. I just kind of keep it. I call it the anchor, right? It's this here. It's a small piece here, and then it's just. That's it.
Is that what an anchor looks like?
Yeah, you know how an anchor has a little cross at the top,
right.
and yeah, so it's basically just maybe it's upside down anchor, and maybe it's just like a sideways H. I don't know. More of like an I, a capital I. Either way, mine doesn't connect here at all. So it's just this. And I just think when it's blonde and like patchy brown, I just think it's got that, blonde guy vibe.
Yeah.
And I really dig it. So that's happening. Obviously, I'm growing my hair out. But no, dude, big thing for me in 26, dude. So a couple of things have been happening in my life that have caused me to want to gain some courage to do some big things. I think they're big. Because growing up, and I think I said this like on the first episode, like, explained kind of like in the past of like what I've been doing with my life. Mm-hmm. But anyways, growing up, I always watched YouTubers and like was always like, bro, I would love to do that. But when you're like 15, 16, 17, it's like, you just don't have the confidence or self-awareness to really know how to go about doing that. Yeah. Like, you can make stuff, but and other people are different. I was a little less self-aware than them, I guess. But even I remember on my mission, I was like, dude, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make content. I'm gonna do video stuff. So like for my 21st birthday, you'll make a video and you'll just like never stop, and then you'll find success. And I remember even during our time on the mission together, dude, we'd always like act like we're like live streaming. All right, let's check chat. Like, what is everyone saying? Like, we always acted like we were on video.
We gotta bring up that video. We gotta bring that out. That'd be insane.
Dude, if we could find that.
I've got it.
Wait, which video?
One of the ones
you have one of the ones of yeah. Bro, yes. If we could figure out how to get that out to the podcast peeps, the
Dude, if we just posted that as like a separate video one week, that would be insane.
Yeah, dude.
You're like, listen, this is how it's kind of always been.
It's been happening for a while.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's nothing new.
I got a free camera from one of the guys that we like worked, like we taught. And we'd always like turn it on and you'd be like, yo, what is up everybody? Here we are in the apartment.
It's like cliche over the top YouTuber.
Yeah, dude. I like love that kind of crap.
Oh, dude, that's so much fun.
So, and we even like thought of like a name for me. Like, remember like Straight Cheesin'? Yeah, dude. I was like,
yeah, bro.
We like, because I remember one day you said it, we were at like a lady's house and the dude's smiling so big. And I've always kind of like really related with happiness and smiling, because I've always been like a pretty bubbly guy. So I'm like, oh, I should do something about happiness. And so when you saw a dude smiling, you're like, he's straight cheesing. I was like, dude, straight cheesing is the thing.
Yeah.
So just like made like logos and everything. But then I went home, dude, and when you're alone and you're like not confident, you just haven't figured out your life yet. It's very hard to figure out.
It's true.
Like how to go about it. So I remember trying a couple videos. Like I like set up the camera and I started recording, and I was just like, bro, I'd like start and like stare at the wall and feel uncomfortable and overthink, and then like I'd like try to edit, and I'm just like, dude, no, like everything. Like I really can naturally sense like authenticity when somebody's being truly themselves and they're confident in themselves. When they're not, like, and I find a YouTuber that's like not confident in themselves, I'm like, bro, I can't watch this. It makes me uncomfortable.
For sure.
Right? And when somebody's being too over the top and that's like not them, it's them being fake, I can't watch it. Yeah. So when I watched myself be fake because I wasn't confident enough, I was just like, dude, I can't watch this. So yeah, it was not the right time.
You're always your hardest critic, right?
100%. I'm sure other people would be like, yeah, this is good. Like, keep going, never give up.
Right.
But like, I just wasn't ready for it. And then here we are. Like, we've made the podcast, and the podcast really helped me figure out kind of how to be in front of the camera, right? Because now, if I was to do something solo, I would just imagine like you there, or like Luke, or I'd just be like, okay, now I can just tell a story the same way I tell a story to anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I've had some friends, and some acquaintances, and some other people that I've seen like gain success, right? A lot of people are getting like famous off TikTok, right? And that like James guy.
Yeah.
He's killing it. He got 100,000 on YouTube. And when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, bro, like, if I had been making videos on YouTube for the last 5 years since I was 21, like when I told myself to do it, like, where would I be at? Right? Like, who knows where I would be at with my success and with like my journey. So now I look at it, I'm like, dude, do I want to get to 30 and be like, if only I'd been making videos for the last 5 years, 4 years, right? So I'm just like, I got to do it. So
good for you, bro. That's sick.
That's the thing, is I'm like, so yeah, that's the official, like, it's not really an announcement, but so
no, it is.
Yeah, I have a YouTube account.
What's it called?
Gabriel Mark. Same thing as like my Instagram.
Okay.
So everything's just Gabriel Mark across the board.
That's just your
my
brand.
Snapchat. Yeah, it's my brand. Even GabrielMark.com is where my like real estate photography stuff is.
Sheesh.
And I'll probably link my YouTube eventually.
Yeah.
But I thought, look, I have to look at what my strengths are. Okay. My strengths are in video and editing and photography and stuff. So I've no problem like figuring out what gear to use or how to make something look good. Even though my first video is kind of weak, but
Yeah, don't stress that.
Besides the point. But also I'm like, okay. But this is where our strengths come in. Is like, we're good at talking. It's not like we're comedians. Pretty close.
Well, okay.
We're pretty funny. We can talk about a lot of things. We can get deep, and we're like pretty good looking guys. So I'm like, don't make life harder for yourself than it has to be. Like, if you're a good looking dude, don't like not show your face. Right? Show the face, show the locks, be confident. So I decided, look, I don't really know exactly what kind of videos I want to make right now, but I know those are my strengths. So I'm just gonna get in front of the camera and talk. Just like I do with the podcast.
I think that's great.
So I like went to the office. I thought of a few things to talk about for the first video. I talked about them. I actually, like, when I cut, like, when you first watch it, you see me like the raw video is like a lot of me thinking. Like, I'll say something, I'm like, no. And I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'll like keep going, And I'm like, but once you cut it up and throw some like a beat in the back, I'm like, this is actually very entertaining. I'm like, I never feel like I'm like waiting for him to figure out what he's gonna say. Like, it's just like, it's really fluid. So I feel like I did a pretty decent job.
That's awesome.
I thought it was funny, so I'm just like, and I committed in that video, I'm gonna do a video a week.
That's beautiful.
So like this week I gotta figure out another video to make. And it'll probably be another talking head video or whatever. Maybe I'll add B-roll, but anyways, yeah, I was just like, if I can just commit to video a week and then increase as I kind of learn and like get my system going, I'm like,
yeah, dude. And I think, I would lean into vulnerability. I would, if I were you, if I were doing something like this, I think vulnerability is so attractive in dating, in just a human being, in just the world. I love people in situations where you have to be vulnerable, because we live, again, with social media, just in a world of where people shy away from vulnerability. And that's why I think those who typically are more vulnerable are obviously relatable, who obviously people want to be around and talk to because they feel like they can connect, which I think our podcast is extremely vulnerable, because we bring up and talk about things that aren't necessarily super comfortable, or hot takes, or, deep stuff, or whatever it may be. So look at our first episode of the pod, bro. We're literally in the back of the van
with the cell phone, like, just figuring it out.
We like decided that week, and then we started like a couple days later, like, to really, really do it.
And there's something about doing something with another person that makes you feel like, hey, it won't be as hard to So like,
safety.
it's easier to be like vulnerable if you're like, hey, at least he was doing it too.
Yeah.
But when you're solo, it's really tough. But I like how you want me to lean into it, because it's like that's where you're gonna grow. That's where you're gonna learn who you really are.
Absolutely.
So.
And that way you can only get better and grow. Like, why start out with it all this edited and perfect, and then you have to keep that standard. And if anything, if in the future you can, cut it up how you want, but at least to start, just be, as vulnerable as possible, and then you can just see if that's in what direction you want it to take it.
Just be yourself.
I mean, I think the podcast is, definitely a good something that you can kind of fall back on and gain inspiration from. Is it something you've already done? Totally. So you're really not doing it cold turkey. Like, you kind of have a good feel for what you want to do.
Yeah. We had to go move inside because the outside kept overheating my camera.
Can you say something?
Please.
Don't like that tone.
Okay, my bad.
You're doing a major disservice to yourself if you're not watching the pod. You can listen to it, and that's great. That's all I'm going to say.
The thing is what's nice is it's not for Apple Podcast people. If you're an Apple Podcast, you're basically screwed. But if you watch on Spotify, for the last 15 episodes, I've been uploading the actual video to Spotify.
That's beautiful.
I'll show you what it looks like.
I know that.
To prove. Spotify, Up&Up. Oh, it's episode 9.
Not that one.
Boom, right here.
That's crazy.
On Spotify.
That is so clean.
You can full screen it.
That is so clean, dude.
So if you're listening to it in the car, just whip this out, throw it on your old mount, so you can at least get a glimpse of what it's like. Because
a lot of how we talk is with our facial expressions and our movement, and I think it adds a lot of value.
100%.
So again, thank you for being here in the first place. But if you can, just watch the pod, man. It's just, and you get a better taste of just the vibe that's going on.
Yeah, 100%. So, we talked about my birthday. Talked about fruits.
I don't consider myself a dad, other than my sneezes and the bod.
Dude, you got some great dad sneezes. Because me, I'm like, it's very sneezy. It's not high pitched, it's just sneezy. It's not yelly.
Now mine is borderline, I cry for help.
Yeah, people might be worried
if you hear that.
Yeah, I need to learn how to get that going, because a manly sneeze goes a long way.
Oh yeah, and people think that I exaggerate. That is how I sneeze.
No,
and compared to my dad, that's bush league. My dad could.
It's probably annoying to your mom, no?
Oh yeah. It's annoying to me.
Yelling, basically.
My heart jumps.
He's just like,
ah! It sounds like a tornado warning, like an alarm. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't even compare. And it's aggressive.
Yeah.
Mine is loud and it's a big sneeze, but his is I'm threatened.
Yeah, there's growling involved.
Yeah.
No, my dad's very similar. He's across the entire house. It's just he just yells.
Yeah.
I'm just yo, bro. Yeah, dude. Mine is pretty mediocre.
Yeah, I would say a little girly, but it's okay. The new car I just bought, the car horn.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like it's a 14-year-old going through puberty. It's and then when I lock it, I'm ashamed to lock my car. I'm just gonna have to start leaving it open. I'm not gonna have people know that's my car as I'm walking away pressing the remote. I'm gonna have to do secretly, in my pocket and lock it. Pocket and lock it when I'm maybe 50 yards away. Then I'm safe.
People are like, oh my gosh, what girl just locked their car? It can't be that man over there walking away.
Yeah, and that's something I should have checked up on before I bought it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, fruit. Birthday. YouTube.
We basically covered a lot.
What more would you want in an episode?
Right. I know. It's. I mean, these uppies are just. They demand a lot.
They're blessed.
They truly are.
They really are
I think
blessed.
they need to show a little bit more gratitude with the DMs to us.
Yeah, it's just. It's not enough, guys. We're gonna have to start putting up a Venmo, the Up&Up Venmo, to support our funds. To support the pod.
So let's talk about Venmo. This is actually a great segue. I appreciate that.
I got you. You don't think I knew what I was doing?
You knew that? Okay. No, so yeah, Venmo is not universally. It's very Utah. Everyone uses Venmo.
You don't think people do in other states?
They do, but it's a lot of other states use Cash App. Cash App's really big in other states. But Utah, it's basically Venmo. Obviously, PayPal, that's a little bit more intense. But I think, I love Venmo. And I love Cash App. I have both. They both work really well. But I'm like, but you have to go to an app, right? Make an account, send money, hook up your bank, all that different stuff. But I'm like, but iMessage has Apple Pay built in. Essentially the exact same thing, right?
That's
like when I Venmo you, it comes from my bank account and then it sits in your Venmo account. And you can transfer it to your bank or you can send it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the exact same way Apple Pay is. When I Apple Pay someone, it comes to my bank account, it goes to you, and it sits in your Apple Pay. And you can send that to other people or transfer it to your bank account.
Yeah.
The nice thing is it's built right into iMessage. So I can just go to your number, hit the Apple Pay, type in the amount, pay your request. It's like built into the keyboard.
You can text me money.
Yes, and I'm like, why don't we use that more as like a society?
It makes more sense. It does.
No, I really think that we need to transition to Apple Pay.
That is a very hot take of yours.
Because I mean, people that have Samsungs or whatever, like, are they human? I don't know them.
I'm not. Yeah. No. I have close family members who I love deeply, but I have a little bit of disrespect for them because they have an Android.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Even so a really good buddy of mine, the one that visited just recently, he has an Android. And he's had an Android like for years.
Yeah, it's
since I got back from my mission. I'm just like, bro, why are you still on that? And like, he's like, yeah, my wife's just super anti-Apple, and he's like, I've tried to convince her. He's like, the whole ecosystem. He's like, yeah, but don't you get like stuck in the ecosystem? I'm like, you act like it's a bad thing. I'm like, you don't get stuck in it. It's like you thrive in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, the way that the photos and messaging and everything works seamlessly across all the devices and everything's synced up. Like, if I have a Wi-Fi password on my phone, I already have the Wi-Fi password on my laptop. Like,
yeah,
dude, it's so nice.
Apple is built for mainstream. It's built for convenience, and it's just overall clean.
And it just works.
It does.
I would have a way harder time doing editing for social media stuff if I had a PC, because then I'd have to figure out how to transfer the file to my phone. Whereas Apple, I just airdrop it. Wireless, it's on my phone. I'm like, dude, it's amazing.
So the only problem I have with this iMessage Venmo thing is an adjective is when a word it's a descriptive word, right?
Yeah, blue, big, chunky.
So what's a verb again? Or I'm just getting mixed
up. Fight, jump, like actions.
So verb are actions.
Verbs are actions.
And adjectives are
explain or descriptive, kind of. Like you're wearing a red shirt. Red is the adjective. Shirt is the noun.
Okay. So the only problem with Venmo is it's become a verb. Okay. Where I don't say don't let me send me. Yeah, it's not I'll send you money through Venmo. It's I'm gonna Venmo you.
Yeah.
And when something becomes so integral, like I have Venmoed. Again, I'm not at home, so it's Venmoing for me right now is easier because I'm around other people instead of all paying on one tab, or instead of paying separately, we all pay on one tab, right?
Yeah.
So I have Venmoed, again, how I'm using that word, 5 people in the last day.
Yeah.
And it's just so mainstream.
Yeah.
And when you start to use a word as a verb, as part of what, in your vocabulary, I don't see that falling off anytime soon. What are you supposed to say? Let me iMessage.
You say, let me Apple Pay you.
Let me Apple Pay you. It doesn't have the same ring.
No, it does not.
And again, people stick to what they're comfortable with.
That's why I'm surprised about Cash App. Let me Cash App you. What's your Cash App? I'm gonna Cash App you.
Not quite the same.
No.
Venmo is clean. I'll Venmo you.
Yeah, Venmo is way clean.
And now I would say 99% of the population understands what that means.
Yeah.
They made up a word, a descriptive word, which is
what if Apple Pay was so widely used that we didn't say let me Apple Pay you, we just said let me pay you.
I can see that happening.
And we all just assumed you're gonna Apple Pay me because it's the most convenient way.
And as cash becomes less and less, at least for our generation or us, less mainstream, I think that could be a very strong possibility.
Yeah, dude.
I don't like carrying cash.
No, I never carry cash. And when I do, it's nice because I'm like, I want to get rid of it immediately. Like if somebody says, here's $100 in cash, or here's $50 in cash,
That'll be the next 100 I spend.
Yeah, I'm like, dang, dude, that sucks that I have to carry that around. But anytime that I'm gonna buy something more than that cash, I'll use that cash because I don't want change. I don't want to be like, oh, my meal's $18.47 and I have to give a $20 bill. I ain't doing that. I'm using my card. But if something's $40, I'll give a $20 bill to make it less and then use my card for the rest, then I have no change. It's almost feels like free money.
It does.
No, not use my
isn't that
card.
Wild?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay with cash, it feels like you got it for free.
Same thing with Venmo. When you go to Venmo someone, you already have money in your account.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's very true.
You're like, oh.
I'm getting this for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't keep Venmo in my account. As soon as I get Venmo'd or have Venmo, I just transfer it. I don't want to just sit in there. I don't like that.
No, I only don't transfer it when it's $15. Yours, I'm just letting it sit there. Yeah. Someday someone will Venmo me $200, and I'll be like, oh, I already had 40 in there? Nice.
Yeah.
It's like a little surprise.
Yeah.
It's almost like a savings account.
No, I like that. So yeah, guys, at Up Pod for the Venmo.
Bro, if we haven't, dude, the amount of opportunities. Yeah, are we sellouts? This is bad. There's so many opportunities for what we're doing, but we like to keep it nice and small and low.
We do. But yeah, I mean, look at our wardrobe. We're wearing Walmart clothes. Do you think we can afford to go to Hollister or American Eagle?
Never.
Or Abercrombie and Fitch?
No.
We don't have that kind of.
Or Aerosmith? That's not one.
Or Apostle?
Apostle.
Keep up.
Sorry. Old Navy.
Yeah, generic like 2002 clothing. Like, do you think we can afford that?
I think it's Abercrombie and Fitch. I saw a TikTok that was like Abercrombie and Fitch, like then and now, and before it was like so kind of cringe, early 2000s. Apparently all their new stuff is like super sick.
Oh, they're still kicking, huh?
Yeah, they're like updating it all to like match kind of today's style, and I'm like, wow,
really?
It's really cool. It's
You
really
got to
clean.
adapt or die.
100%.
That's the reason why so many like clothing franchises don't exist anymore that did, even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of
crazy. They're just doing the same cookie cutter thing, and then people start having different trends.
You have to adapt. With how quick fashion turns over, you have to be willing to, again, that's why Taco Bell's marketing and that's why their business model is so genius, is because they're constantly changing to what people want.
Yeah.
And what people, different flavors, different combos.
Well, it's the same thing with like anyone who's like a creator or whatever. It's like every few years there's like a different trend of type of video. And so you look at like someone like Logan Paul, he was a Viner, and then he was doing like a vlog thing, and now he's doing the podcast thing. You know what I mean? Because it's like podcasts are kind of hit right now. And it's like, I'm sure soon he will like, TikTok has already kind of been a thing, but I'm like, and he makes TikToks on all the podcast highlights, but whatever he's going to do, it seems like some people are really good at adapting, some people are really good at dying. Because they like do their thing, become famous, and now they're just kind of living off their laurels and like chilling. Some people are okay with that, but
gotta adapt or die, man.
100%.
That's why any sports team who's relevant today or that wins championships today has adapted heavily.
Yeah.
Within the last couple of years. You have to.
Things are different now.
It's true. So maybe we'll adapt to iMessage, Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stay with Venmo.
That's the thing is like, well, and then there's the whole crypto thing. Whenever crypto's going to start becoming the thing, I don't know.
I think that has gone in the past, and I hope it has, because I didn't understand a second of it.
No, it's just the beginning.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Well, soon we'll just use crypto instead of dollars.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm saying like one day it won't be like this thing you invest in. It's like you have your crypto wallet, I have my crypto wallet. We send money that way. We like all of our like, everything's attached to that. When you buy something online or when you buy like a website, it's like attach your wallet and everything's attached to your crypto stuff. It's kind of like the idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, definitely not, but we'll see. Dang, bro, you are really chewing on ice. Hey, GG's.
It's been real. Thanks for coming around. I'm gonna miss you.
Oh.
I miss the Uppies. This is probably the last episode, guys.
We end on episode 28. Banger. What?
27.
27?
Yeah.
Dang, I heard 28 was the big one. It's a bummer. It was great to be in person.
A few more remote episodes this summer. And then you'll be back, hopefully. And then we'll probably live together, hopefully.
For sure. For sure. I'm telling you, I'm coming back with a pure Hawaiian woman, man. And I'm excited. I'm excited.
Well, I hope you come back, one.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
And two, I hope you don't find a Hawaiian woman because she's going to want you to stay. And you're going to stay. Because you're a simp.
Bro, don't do me like that.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I've already got it ready. Right here.
Whoa, the gold ring with the basketball imprint.
On the left.
Dang. You should wear that out there on your left so people think you're married. So
I won't get married.
So you won't get married.
Yeah, don't worry. Oh.
Yeah, we're done. No, I'm tired of this conversation.
Hey, I'll zoom you from, again, Zoom. Another.
Yeah, dude, I'll zoom you. That's not really a thing. But FaceTime you is.
Yeah, I'll FaceTime you. No, yeah. Yeah, we'll zoom. No, yeah, we say that. I'll zoom you from Oahu, okay?
I don't want to see my beard. Okay. Though?
Get closer.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Holy moly, dude. It's gross. Alright, bros. Uppies, we love you.
Oh, did you not end it? Okay.
No, that was recording the whole time.
Love y'all. Peace out.